What's up, guys? It's me again, Christian Rodriguez, and today I'm going to talk about my takeaways from tracking my macros. So been doing it for maybe 5 to 6 months, right? And I will tell you that leading up to me not tracking my macros, I I would never do it. I used to never do it. I used to think, oh, like, I could eyeball it, it's fine, right? And I've been working out for 12 years. So when I officially started tracking my macros, right? I realized that I started getting stronger. I also found it easier to get leaner. Um, and I also learned that I was not eating enough protein with what I was eating before, which is why I wasn't gaining strength because I just wasn't eating enough protein. I was very fit. I was very physically active, but I wasn't. I was losing a lot of muscle, and it makes at first you're like, why am I losing so much muscle, right? Maybe it's genetics, but no, it's because of macros, right? And that's the thing. I even bought a food scale, right? I added it to my habit tracker, and I just started tracking them, right? I tracked everything I ate. I didn't track water. I don't go like with extremes. I don't track what I drink, unless it's like a high calorie or a protein shake or something. But if it's like water, if it's coconut water, if it's coffee, like I usually drink black coffee, so I don't really track that, but I track food. That's always what I track. And I have a video on how I track my macros using ChatGPT, so I recommend you guys click on that. But yeah, I use this app called MyFitnessPal, and I just put the numbers in. And this is a thing I highly recommend you guys do it. This is something that I started implementing into my life, and it's changed my physique. It's changed my energy levels. It's made me more physically active. Not physically active, but it's made me more. It's just changed my whole outlook on progress at the gym because a lot of it is nutrition, and it's not the fun part. That's the thing. It's probably not the most fun way of doing it, but you can basically anything you want. You just track your macros. You don't even need to go on a carb diet. You just track your macros, and you will see progress. I've been doing it, and I would say that the reason why I know is because when I started tracking my macros, people were telling me like how much bigger I got, right? And I could see it in the scale. I was getting heavier. And then when I started cutting down, it actually made me look stronger. People were like, "Oh, damn, you got big." And I think it's because it's the illusion that because you're gaining fat when you're bulking, so you don't really see the muscle that you're gaining. Like you feel you're getting stronger, but it's not visible because you're fat, right? But then when you start cutting down again, you look more jacked than you did maybe the previous summer before. And now I don't think you should track your macros only when you're cutting. You should track your macros all the time. Obviously, there's exceptions. There's going to be times it's probably not going to be doable, like occasions. I'm going to be within reason here. But if you're at home, right, and you're having the same meals, that's another thing too. Is you probably have to eat the same food every day. It's probably the easiest way to do it. Um, if you keep mixing up foods, it's you can do that. I personally don't like doing that because it's kind of it's a little extra. It's now I have to think about what I'm gonna eat. I'd rather just eat whatever the same thing I have at the same time I usually eat it. If I eat out, I usually eat Chipotle. If you're not from the U.S., Chipotle is this like fast food chain. It's you kind of build your own like burrito bowl. It's like a Mexican food chain, but it's like a bowl, right? And you can actually make the food like pretty healthy, decently healthy. I don't get rice in it. I get double chicken. I get no rice. I get all the vegetables. I get no cheese in it. I get guac. Um, and I just get that, right? And I put it on my food scale. Take a picture. I posted a video on how I do it. And that right there is easily 1,000 calories. Most people don't even know that. And I don't even add rice to it. A lot of people add rice. This is probably even more, right? But you start doing that, you're just gonna be aware of. You're gonna start realizing, oh shoot, like this food is not nearly enough protein I should be eating. I've been eating not enough protein, or I eat too much. Maybe you have a huge breakfast. If you're Dominican like me, maybe you have some mango, some plátano, some some salami, some queso frito. You have all that stuff, and that's easily like over 1,000 calories. And people don't even realize that they're eating too much, and that's why they're not losing weight. Even if you just didn't work out and you just started tracking your macros, you would see a tremendous difference, right? I'm not one of the fitness guys in this channel. I mean, in the YouTube space. So if you want to know more about it, I highly recommend you look at Jeff Nifford, even Brandon Carter. Brandon Carter has really good stuff too. But yeah, I trust me, I haven't been doing this for that long. But if I'm talking about how much progress it's making me, imagine you who's never done this, and then you start doing this, things will change. It will. And you don't even have to use the food scale. You could use ChatGPT and Claude. I recommend the food scale because the food scale just makes it easier and it's more precise. But you could always just take a picture using ChatGPT and Claude. But yeah, just download my Fitness Pal and just do that. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe. I'm gonna keep creating more content on what I'm learning. And yeah, take care.